Oh, aren't you cute? Watch out. There's a tuxedo kitty. Oh, and a gray one. Look at you. Watch out. I'm just out running errands. It's getting dark. It's 4:53. The sun's going down. It's still 73 degrees. I have the air conditioning on. So hi, welcome to my vlogging channel, everyone. You probably are subscribed over on my crime channel, so I appreciate you finding me on this channel. Yes, I'm just out running an errand. Chase is home with Johnny, so I get 5 minutes to myself, so I thought I would check in with you guys. I'll have about 25 minutes till I get home, so I can chit chat with you. So one thing I wanted to talk about is, I did that video about Steve Irwin and the dream I had about him, and the dream was really in two parts. I kind of messed up telling you the story. I left some of it out by accident. I did leave some of it out, but and it was about Bindi. But what I wanted to say was, so I meet with my friend every month, and we do a reading together, and we chit chat just in general and stuff. And she was telling me about a job interview. She's had it now at this point, but she was getting ready for an interview at a historical landmark. And she was telling me about this home that's kind of like a museum and stuff, and what the job would entail and different things. And I'm like, oh, speaking of historical homes, I said, I've told you about my aunt and uncle's house and stuff. I said, but I had a dream about Steve Irwin being in the house. And she hadn't watched my video yet. And I was telling her about my dream where Steve takes me down the hallway into the kitchen and shows me the wooden floor buckled to the point where it's open and someone could fall in. And where are they falling to? And just the emotions behind what I was feeling in the dream and trying to analyze the dream and all of that. She goes, you know what? She goes, this is really weird. She goes, in this house, this museum house, she goes, in the kitchen, she goes, first of all, it sounds like this same house. She goes, when you come through the front door, it's a long hallway to the kitchen, just like in my dream. But that's how my aunt and uncle's house is. She goes, in the kitchen, this kitchen, an actual house, there's a hole in the middle of the floor in the kitchen. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? What is the hole? And she said, well, there was a tree branch that was pushing up the boards and eventually poked through the floor and created a hole. And upon investigation, they found tunnels. So there's a hole in the floor in this historical home of my friend, of a job she went to. And I'm like, that sounds more like my dream than my aunt and uncle's house, the way you're describing the hole. And she described it exactly how I saw it in my dream, with the boards lifting up and stuff. And in my dream, Steve showed me the hole, and I'm like, no, close it. And I said, what do you think that means? What do you think Steve was trying to tell me in the dream? She goes, it sounds like he was worried that Robert was going to fall in and die. And I'm like, that's what I thought too. And so now I'm like confused about this whole thing, about this dream. I said, maybe I was dreaming about your your house that you're talking about, not my aunt and uncle's house. I said, I wonder if this has something to do with you. I don't know now. So now I'm confused, but these kind of things are not coincidental. I mean, come on. And she's been going to this house. How old is she? How old are you? I think she's 24, 25. So she's been going to this house for a good 10 years. It's open to the public, and you can pay to go in and see things, and it's just history. It's a landmark. So you can go on and see it for yourself if you probably, I mean, I'm sure it's online somewhere, but anyway, I thought that was really strange that kind of matched up my Steve Irwin dream. And something funny happened too, speaking of Steve Irwin. I had told my husband about the dream, and he heard me making a video about, Steve and stuff. And I had been talking a lot about Steve, and my husband talks in his sleep a lot, and he's like fighting in his sleep with something. And I was already up, and he said something about Steve, and I'm like, what about him? Steve, what is he talking about? And I'm like waiting for him to say something, and I'm like, what about him? What about him? Oh my God, wake up. Finish your dream. What's happening in the dream? And then he goes, run him over. And I'm like, are you trying to run over Steve Irwin? What? I don't even know. I don't even know. I was so mad at my husband when he woke up. I'm like, did you know you were trying to kill Steve in your sleep? Did you know that? I don't know what's going on with you, but you have no business trying to kill Steve Irwin in your sleep. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about at all. He goes, I don't remember trying to run over anybody, and I don't remember anybody named Steve in my dreams. So that was funny. It's like, I can't even go to sleep. She gets mad at me. I can't do anything. So I have a craft project that I'm going to do. I don't know if you remember, but I did mention in a video that our neighborhood once a year does this garbage collect, and you put stuff out. Pretty much you can put anything out, and it will get picked up on a certain day. And my neighbor had this piece of furniture in front of her house, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to walk over and have a look at this thing, because I don't know, I've just really have wanted an old piece of furniture to play with and try something, and just something fun to do. I didn't want to have to go down to the thrift shop and buy something. Johnny and I walked down and had a look at this a cabinet. I guess it's a cabinet, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, I love it. I have to have it. I love it. I have to have it. So I called Chase up. Come outside. Come outside. Bring the dolly. Come get this thing. I want this thing. So, and you can do that. You can take the stuff. Whatever's on the street, you can take it. No one says anything. Half the stuff gets taken by neighbors or people driving around looking for free stuff anyway. And I want to redo it, but we're looking at buying a house in the next few months, and it's like, well, and the house will more than likely be brand new. I don't know what my colors are going to be. I don't know what my decor is going to be like, but Benjamin asked if he could use it for a fish tank to go on top, because Benjamin has crayfish that he breeds and sells them, and he needed to have another tank just for the process of separating the fish and stuff, the crayfish. So he asked me if he could use that cabinet. I'm like, yeah, there's a place for it. I said it'll go in the living room if you don't mind your tank being in the living room. We put the cabinet in the living room, and he got his little tank set up and everything. So we have the crayfish who are being sold in there. And so I can't put any toxins. I can't paint it or spray it or do anything to the cabinet right now because of the fish, the crayfish. So I bought some peel and stick wallpaper, and I'm gonna put the peel and stick wallpaper just on the sides, just for a little bit of color. Wallpaper is like fabric. There are so many freaking cute choices to choose from. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna do that hopefully this week, put that wallpaper on. Eventually I want to paint the piece of furniture. It looks like the inside is cherry. I don't know if it's cherry throughout the entire piece, if it's actual wood, but it's really cute. You know, it's got the legs on the bottom, but then it has wheels, so you can actually wheel this thing around pretty easy. So I love this thing so much. And then I want to spray paint the two handles on the front, probably spray paint them black, but you can do any color. I was thinking of spray painting the piece a blue. I want like a dark blue, not a navy blue. I don't know. I have a blue in mind that I like, but again, I don't know what I'm decorating when we move. You know, this piece may end up in dining room or hallway, entryway, I'm not sure. Oh boy. Lots of police. Being one of the highest crime cities in California, I don't see police that often. I don't see police activity too often. But it is getting dark. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know why. Oh. Oh gosh. At the hospital here where we've had to take Jonathan, Jonathan's been hospitalized a couple times since we've moved here, and there's always prisoners. Go. There's always prisoners in this hospital down like in the emergency department. It's like, I've been volunteering in healthcare for 29 years. I've never seen anything like this. Is this a car? Okay, 1, 2, how many cops? Ambuli, tow truck. It looks like maybe a car accident. Yeah, it's not a criminal thing. It looks like an accident. Lots of police. But yeah, so the hospital here has criminals downstairs, kind of where you walk in, once, like in the back, not in the ER, but like when you go through the ER doors to go to where they put you in a room, back there, they have criminals lined up against the wall, and you know, they're all in handcuffs and everything. And my husband told me he read that one of the criminals was able to get his hands on a police officer's weapon and unalived himself right there, sitting there. And it's like, yeah, you never know. It's sad. It's sad that someone feels like that was the better choice to make. That's sad. I did get some new makeup, so I do want to show you my makeup. It's just a new blush. I have it on, but you probably can't tell a whole lot. I just needed something new. I haven't purchased a new blush in like, it's more than 5 years. More than 5 years. But I'll show you the blush I got. I got it at Sephora at Kohl's, and actually they were having a sale. So that was good. So I'll show you that. And yeah, let's get home. I think I'm gonna make just a frozen pizza, cheese pizza, but I'm going to saute some garlic, some diced zucchini, and maybe just like a teaspoon of pesto together. And then I'm gonna put that on top of the pizza and then bake it. That just sounds good. I feel like I need the the veg, the zucchini. So I think I'm going to do that for dinner. And who knows? Maybe I'll have time to sit with hubby and watch a show or something. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll see you back at the house. Do you see that, Asian? Yeah. What a snake. She doesn't even know what the key's for.
See, the thing is, I leave here and then I go get my gas, and then I get my. I've had enough bread. Oh, you killed it. That looks nice.
Yeah, it's heavy because of the
You want us to put Charlie?
soup.
Have a kiss. No, good. I'm glad you put some veggies in. Lovely. Have a good night, honey.
Okay.
Try to.
Pizza's ready. Looks good. Just have to let it cool down. It's gonna take a minute. It's extra heavy. Each slice feels heavy because of the zucchini. But the pesto smells amazing. The garlic, of course, I have to have in everything. You could do mushrooms on this. You could do red onions on this. I was looking for olives, but I don't have any olives. I love olives. If I had olives, I would have put olives on here. If I had fresh basil, I would have put a little bit of fresh basil on there too. When we buy our house, I told Benjamin we need to plot out like a garden because I want to do tomatoes and can them. I want to can tomatoes and I want to do some jams. So I'm hoping I live long enough to plant trees and produce fruit to make some jams and jellies and stuff. So this is hot, but if I use a fork and a knife, which I don't do that normally, I just eat pizza like a regular human being with my hands. I always think it's funny when I see somebody with a fork and a knife. Usually in England, that's how I see people doing it, but I'm not gonna do it like that. I did put it on a pan. If Benjamin was here, he would want it flat on the rack. He doesn't like it on the pan. He says the bread's too mushy. I like a nice doughy pizza. I don't like New York style pizza. Sorry, New York. I do like a Chicago style pizza. And here comes the kittens.
Mail for John.
Okay, is it from Kaiser?
Department of Healthcare Services.
Okay, thank you. Love you. Love you. So I like a nice thick dough. Oh my God. I did add a little bit of the Parmesan on top, just El Cheapo Parmesan. Zucchini is still al dente. Hi, Pepper. Yum. That is good. I need a drink though. Hi. Want to say hi to everybody? Say, look how big I am now, everybody. I'm a big baby. He's the smallest. He's the smallest cat. Here comes the biggest cat. Let's see if he comes up. Oh, here comes all the cats. What's happening? Is it treat time? I'm using your treat box to stand my phone on to make a video. All right. Okay. All right. Come on. Where's your brother? We're missing one. Where's Pumpkin? Just a few treats. All right, well, I'm gonna eat my pizza. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I just finished at the dentist. That was probably one of the fastest appointments I've ever had. Thank goodness. I just had a cleaning. Oh, let me turn off my Harry Potter book. So yeah. So I'm good for 6 months. The freaking cleaning. I need to go get gas, which I hate doing. I hate touching the pumps. Normally I have a glove with me, a disposable glove, and I don't have any left. So I kind of want a Starbucks. I kind of want a chai tea latte. It's on the way to the gas station. Maybe later. Yep, that's my gas bill. Ding, 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 you need gas. All right, well, I guess I'll get gas and then go home and work on video stuff. That pizza last night was really good. I think there's some left over, so I can have some for lunch. I sat down to eat, and Jonathan wanted my pizza. So, except he can't chew, so I have to put it in the little blender thing and mix it up for him. But He wants to hold the piece of pizza and do it himself, but he doesn't know how to bite. I don't know, maybe if I let him practice more. But the thing is, he can't really chew either. So even if he ends up biting a little bit of the pizza off, then he doesn't break it down enough and he could choke and stuff. And but anyway, it was good pizza. You should give it a try. All right, well, I'm going to head to the gas station and I'll meet you back at the house. Okay, so we are going to wind up this week's video with some makeup. I do have a new blush that I wanted to show you, so I'll show you that. And my eyelashes are just about gone. I have an appointment in 2 days, so hopefully they can hang on. I'm going to be doing a crime video, so I insist on wearing makeup for that channel. I don't know why. Just to kind of force me into doing something nice for myself. So I'm going to get out all my regular makeup, which you guys have seen. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on using the new NYX, well, it's new to me, the NYX color corrector. This is new. I've used it just a few times. So instead of concealer, I'm using color corrector based on my daughter's recommendation. And I have to say, I think it has made a huge difference. And it's like, I didn't know which one to use. I don't know. She just said, you know, something pinky, something with pink. So she said I do have a bit of a yellow undertone. Okay. All right. I always thought I was just super white. So anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to put makeup on. I'm going to put it on fast mode and I'll stop the fast mode when it's time to put on some new blush.
Or did the camera capture?
Okay, so I got everything on except the blush. So let me show you. Well, let me show you what I have been using for literally like 7 years. So this is what I had been using forever and ever and ever. This is from Lovecraft Beauty, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm sorry, 7 years, that's crazy. So I went to Kohl's to return an Amazon package. I stopped in Sephora, and I got a Too Faced product, and it was on sale. I think it's normally $32. I got it for $28.80. Woo! $28.80. Okay, so here's the cute little box it came in. This is a blush, and the color is called, I believe it's called Candy Clouds. So here's the little container. They always have really cute containers, which I like, I appreciate. And here's the blush. So you can see it's a way different shade than I've been wearing. But it just, I don't know, it makes me feel lighter instead of so heavy in this area. When I do YouTube videos, I have a lot of light on. You can see I have a ring light right here in front of me. These bookshelves are super, super bright light. Then I have another light over there. It's a lot of light doing videos, and this is nothing. I used to have my old setup. I literally was surrounded even above with light. So the light fades out the intensity of your makeup and the color and stuff. But I just wanted this. Well, let's just do it. Just do it. You know, especially as I age, I don't want, let's turn this off. Yeah, you can't really see. I don't want my face dragged down so much. So I'm just putting a little bit right there. I do have the contouring stuff right here, which is quite dark. When I go out in public like this, people are like, did you go somewhere like really important, or what? You just like to wear a lot of makeup? So I'm just doing a little bit, and you know, you can layer this stuff. So I just wanted a little pop right here, a little bit of pink right there. I imagine this is what I'm gonna look like when I get my neck done. You won't be able to see my neck anymore. my double chin. Wouldn't that be nice? I can't wait. This is gonna be gone. Jowl and maybe the buccal fat removal. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. I've already saved my money. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Just a little bit different. Instead of having another shade of brown, which I do like those other colors, but just something different, you know? Change it up, change it up. All right, so now that I showed you, I can get rid of all this packaging, all this cute packaging that I love. And thanks for watching this video. In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to make a chai tea turmeric latte. Chai tea, it's an Eastern Indian recipe. My friend who I used to have at work, Hardipika, it's her recipe. It's really delicious and cozy. It's that time of year, even though I'm wearing a turtleneck, a cowl neck. I have the fan on. I am sweating like a freaking pig, you guys. I am so hot right now. It might sprinkle. We might get some precipitation, but I'm still hot. I'm still really hot. So the tea is a chai, and then I'm going to add the turmeric latte portion, the milk portion. The turmeric helps immensely reduce swelling and inflammation, I should say, inflammation. It helps a lot with my asthma, a lot. One thing I've been making a mistake with making it is I've not been putting black pepper. So you do need the black pepper with the turmeric to get the actual ingredients to kick in and do what they're supposed to do systemically in your body. So, but anyway, it's delicious. I've had turmeric lattes in a couple places around the world. The first place I love going to get a latte is in London on Portobello Road. I think that's where I got this sweater, actually, on Portobello Road. But it's a little literal hole in the wall. It's a tiny little coffee shop, and their turmeric latte is just fantastic. Oh my God, it makes the day. If you're going to Portobello Road shopping and stuff, and just have a seat and relax for a few minutes, have a turmeric latte. So good. And then my husband and I were in Perth, Australia. I think we were at Kings Park. I believe that's what it's called. Kings Park. He'd never heard of a turmeric latte before, but I got one, and we just sat and looked at the beautiful view, and that was really, really good as well. As far as here in the States, I haven't found one that I love. They're hard to find. I don't know. Turmeric, it's, I think, an acquired taste. But anyway, we're going to talk about it in the next video. Let's see, I can't stop talking. Just can't shut my mouth. All right, well, thanks for watching, you guys. So we're going to do a couple fun things in the next video, and hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to check out the other channel, the crime channel. Check me out on Instagram. Lots of kitty cat pictures, just random stuff going on around the house. Yeah, Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe here. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button. Share the video. I don't know if there's hype on this channel yet. My other channel has a hype option on some of my videos. If you see a hype option on any of the videos on this channel, please don't forget to hype the video. It's a small channel. And I'm happy to do more videos and stuff if I can get the numbers up just a little bit. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.